we are live. Hey, Mike! First one in the new chat. Wonder what today's show will be about. How Steve Bannon was the inspiration of. Was he really? If that's true, that's fucking hilarious. By the way, I got you guys up there because today. It's just. What is a key grip? A key grip is somebody who actually sets up the camera in front of the actor. Somebody who's responsible for the primary cameras and where they're going to be shooting. That is a key grip. Today it's just going to be, we're just going to hang out. Grave Robber is still on his 12-hour shift. I know work's been killing me this week. So today I was just figuring today we could just hang out. It doesn't have to be necessarily about anything. We could just hang out. And I got Power Wash Simulator all loaded up. I had another game for us to check out, but I wasn't sure how long it was. So I didn't want to put on with the idea of overgoing the time, because Deadman does need some sleep today. So we're gonna be here. We're gonna be hanging out. It's gonna be a chill stream. Yeah, that's what a key grip is, though, Mike. And they're responsible for a lot of things on set, man. It's actually kind of fascinating when you break down all the little titles and all the crazy shit that people have, like fucking head prop master, firearms master. You got key grip, key lighter. God, all the weird names that come out of like the film industry. Like even a key light. Even a key light is something that's shining on the actors themselves. An edge light is something you have as an accent to the key light, and what that does is that gives you definition in whatever shot you're going to be using. So yeah, there's a lot of weird terms that come out of acting and stuff like that. When you Greek something, it's when you have something on like, say an actor's holding a bottle of water and it says like Aquafina, but they don't have the rights to Aquafina. So what they'll do is they'll Greek it, and all that means is that they're gonna take the label and just spin it away from the camera. So that way, when they publish the film or they go to edit and do all that other stuff, they don't have to pay rights to Aquafina or any other, like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. And you'll see that a lot, like when they Greek something or when they debrand something. That's just because they don't want to pay the fucking rights. That's why every cell phone you see, like, you don't see the logo back here. You just see the cameras, because they have those solid black cases on them, because they don't want to pay the fucking licensing. And even when they use the phone, which is funny, most of the time that's just a green screen that's been brought up on their phone. Is Greeking like corporate profits to their employees? No. So let me see. Hold on. Trying to find one. Hang on. Hold on. Bear with me. Is Greeking like corporate profits to their... No, Greeking is, like I said, just making sure that, there are no brands on camera when they go to producer or they go to production. Really? I found like 16 of these the other fucking day, and now I'm doing the exact search again, and nothing's coming up. That's pissing me off. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. Okay, so 99% of the time, when you see a phone on camera, this is what you're looking at. Let me turn the. This is what you're looking at. See that? And what that is that's a green screen, and those are tracking dots. So in that way, when you want to key in a screen, like if you don't want to use like a fake one, and you just want to key it in, you have your actor hold one of these, and so it looks like they're talking on a phone, when in reality that's a green screen, and you can just roto this out. So like if I'm holding it like this, and I don't want to pay for that iOS branding, literally all I got to do is go into whatever editing software I'm going to be using, green screen this out, track that major big dot right in the middle, and when I track it, so that means like, oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, peas and carrots, and I twist it away from my hand or my head. That center dot is going to track with the software, and then boop, I pretend to hang up. So, yeah, that's it's really interesting. It's one of those little known facts. Now, sometimes there are actual, like what are called stunt phones on set, and sometimes productions will use stunt phones, and they'll actually make calls. They'll actually call like an actor or somebody standing off the side. Like if they do have the licensing or they have the ability to do so, they'll swap out SIM cards and then call an actor or a producer off set, so that way they can just bounce lines off each other. Especially if it's like a really heavy scene, like somebody's supposed to be like receiving like news their spouse died or something. Is that software expensive, or could a home movie maker afford it? It's free, Mike. It's free. I'll literally. It's called DaVinci Resolve. Hold on a sec. I'll find it for you, and I'll get you a link even. So this is the wrong button. Bada boom. All right. So this is. Yeah, right there, Mike. I gave you, I got you the link right there. That is Black Magic Design called DaVinci Resolve. It is free. It is what I use for a lot of things. It is very powerful. It is timeline based, and it is a wonderful software. And yeah, it's completely free. So you can use it. You can, if you know anybody who wants to get into like movie making and stuff like that, yeah, that's the perfect thing to get them into it. I'm gonna move this down here because my fucking neck hurts. Anyways, uh, so yeah, so if, in case you wanted to check that out, um, that's something. You if you know anybody who wants to get into film. And if you are flying solo, you should have your green screen out. Yeah. I mean, I could, I could, but I am not wearing I am not wearing the shorts for YouTube friendly content right now. These are very short shorts because it is hot. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, in case you ever wondered how they did that, in case you ever wondered like how they got that green screen effect, or like, oh well, that looks like an Apple phone or that looks like a Samsung phone, but the software is all weird. Yeah, it's because the software has been green screened out and replaced with like a pre-animation or something. Because there's even like text message online text messages that you can fake, and just type in what you want, and it'll create a conversation back and forth. Green screen that in, like especially if you see like an actor and they're texting, right? And then it shows the screen how they're. It looks like they're randomly just pressing, you know what I mean, letters and stuff like that. It's because they are. They're just randomly tapping the screen, and then somebody rotoscopes in or green screens in that back and forth that's supposed to be the text messages. So, yeah, it's really funny. It's really cool. It's a neat effect. I think. I think it's really fucking cool because that's one of those. That's one of those things where it's like. You don't have to be like in the biz, bro. But it is like one of those like, huh, neat. But I mean, like, yeah, no, DaVinci Resolve. It's honestly a really good software. There is a bit of a learning curve, but as it is with everything, it's not iMovie. iMovie is very 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 point and click. There is a bit of a learning curve, so I would suggest whoever's getting into it or whoever you're going to introduce it to get up on YouTube and just look up some tutorials, some basic tutorials. It's how I text dead man. You pretend, yeah. But look up some tutorials for DaVinci Resolve. Honestly, it's just an awesome fucking software. It's just an awesome software, and it's completely free. So no $600 a year licenses or $25 or $30 a month with Pro Adobe. You don't have to do any of that shit. So uh, it's just one of those cool fucking things. You know what I mean? And I think it's neat. I use it a lot. I use it for almost I use it almost exclusively now. I only do one other program, but that's a pay to play program, and I can't really talk about it because I fucking Jack Sparrowed that one. So if nobody knows, nobody knows. Anyways, so let's clean a fucking playground, guys, huh? And I will continue. I will continue to um I will continue to answer questions about film and stuff and like how green screening and stuff works. So, uh, aim mode, pick place. Wow, they changed it a little bit, huh? Huh. Equip nozzle, toggle washer, use washer. Wow. There's extensions even. Wow. Oh shit. Um, but I think some of the coolest fucking effects come from like the simplest things, like when you hear like producers say, "Oh, it's all in camera. It's all in camera." All in camera means is what is this? No, no, hold on. Ah, in camera means that they did the shot practically, so everything you see on screen was done on set with the actors. The frame rate sucks. Oh no. If you see key in front of anything, does that mean they are the assistant? No, that does not mean they are the assistant. Key means a lot of things. So let me bring this down to 720. And my dogs are going fucking crazy, and I don't know why. Turn off some HDR, and we'll go high on this one. So no, key does not mean assistant. Career mode for a game of Brawl. Hey man, you make money pressure washing. There's dudes that make a couple of grand a day just doing pressure washing. How's the frame rates for that, Lofus? I think Lofus left. Key literally just means like primary. Like your key actor, your key grip, your key light. All of that just means like primary. Like your number one. And there's a lot of people, and you know, like when you read like credits at the end of a movie, and still terrible. I don't know how else to fix it, Bubba. When you read credits at the end of a movie and stuff like that, you'll see people's assistants, you know. I mean, on my monitoring, it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, but there are guys that make a couple of grand a day, and I do mean a day, running around and cleaning people's like driveways and shit. Like when there was this guy on TikTok, I think it was. He was talking about how much money he makes from just dropping everything and going to an emergency job, like a family. What is this? Oh. Like a family business that has like some kind of weird profanity outside of it. Like he'll get the call, he'll drop everything he's doing like right at that second, and then go out and do the cleaning for like the graffiti or whatever else like it is in front of the family business, because they're trying to, you know, like not upset people. And he'll get like a couple of grand just for so what the fuck is with the bench then? He'll charge like 2 or 3 oh. $2,000-3,000 for just interrupting his day to go clean tab to shoulder. Why don't they see the fucking dirt? Oh well, we'll come back to it. But I mean, power washing, if you know how to do it right and like know, and you get a clientele going, yeah, man, you can make some fucking money. There's dudes who have multiple businesses, multiple trucks. I don't know, does that have soap in it? Wait. It does not. Huh. So that is pointless. I don't know, man. I think there's like something cathartic about like power washing, because like I like cleaning stuff, especially when it's like to my own satisfaction, you know. And like Lofus knows, Lofus lived with me more than anybody else has in my life. When I want something clean, Like that bitch is getting fucking clean. There's not much that anybody can do to stop me. And I have weird cleaning. I have weird cleaning standards. Lofus has woken up in the middle of the night to me cleaning our entire house before. So, I mean, it's just first question: if you could have worked on any movie in history, what would it be? Then what position? Oh man, that is incredible. That is an incredibly good that is an incredibly good question, Mike. Like a really good fucking question. Um, I did actually get in there with several times with a toothbrush. It's annoying. Fuck me. Like, what singular movie could I like pick out of all of them to work on, and like what position? I would. Damn, Mike, that is a good fucking question. See, because like I would want to work in a movie where either I can add something or not a goddamn thing, and then just do my fucking job and be in the background where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? So like that is such a difficult position to take, because like the movies I want to, no, stop. The movies I want to say are like, you know, big blockbuster hits. You know what I mean? But in all reality, like something that would like test me as like a filmmaker, or you know, as like somebody who's like a visionary. There's just tons of films out there, and honestly, the one for you, Godfather. What role? What would you want to? What would you want to do? What would your job be on set? Because that's an interesting film to work on. It really is. Scorsese and all those guys, or those wise guys, uh, they're all very professional, man. I mean, if I had to choose, it would be Saving Private Ryan, and I would want to work second unit, because I think that would be just I need to stop hitting that button. I think that would be some of the most interesting and intricate shots I could ever get, would be working second unit on Saving Private Ryan. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many things I could name, like so many wonderful art projects. You know, for instance, fucking Sin City. Sin City alone, with just like the scale of what they did with that movie, would be a wonderful, wonderful experience as a filmmaker. However, man, I just don't think it would compare to working like second unit on Saving Private Ryan, because so much went right for that movie and so much went wrong for that movie, and I would love to see every aspect of it. You know what I mean? I would also love to see the fail that Steven Spielberg had on set, because that to me would be one of the most cathartic things in history. For those of you who don't know what the fail I'm talking about is, Steven Spielberg was having trouble getting some of the shakes that he wanted on the cameras, right? So when the bombs are going off, he wasn't getting the kind of camera shake he wanted. So he went out and he stayed up all night and rigged together with a bunch of springs, some power drills, and well, I'll get to that. So a bunch of springs, a bunch of boxes, and power drills, right? So that when you the power drill, the camera shakes. So he shows up on set the next day, telling the second unit, the AD, "Hey, look what I made. This is gonna really, oh shit, this is really gonna make the shots pop. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh, I made this cool shaker box, and we're gonna have to be really careful with it because it's the only one I made, and it's the only one of its kind." And while he's doing this, everybody on the set is looking at him, going, "Yeah, we have those. They're called shaker boxes." And so, uh, oh, that's what that does. Okay. So Steven Spielberg is like really upset, just pouts and takes his new toy, just goes to shoot the rest of the fucking movie. And I think that it was one of the funniest fucking things ever. Would I have been happy to work on something like Waterworld? Absolutely, Mike. Let me see. Do I have anything? I thought I did. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I would. I don't personally like working with water because water is such a high risk factor for actors. Even like in a little bit of water, uh, like like a nightmare, right? Like a nightmare when Freddy comes up through the waterbed to get one of the teenagers. That's a stunt double for Robert Englund, and yeah, even just having him down there for that limited, what is that? Oh my god, for that limited time was really grueling, and it was really challenging, and they were trying to get the shots, and it's bothersome. So I mean, like, I would be leery of working with water, but like having to work with like Kevin Costner, all the other actors and actresses that were on that, fucking what's his name? The guy that plays the main bad guy. He's Bob Hoskins. No, not Bob Hoskins. Uh, oh my god, he played Koopa in the fucking Mario movie. What the fuck is his name? That's gonna kill me. But yeah, he's a great actor. There was several great actors involved. There was a lot of poetry in some of the Sean Penn was involved. There's a lot of actual poetry in some of the lines that happens in that movie. I know everybody makes fun of it, really, but there is some poetry in it, and I do like it. I do like that movie. I know it's taboo to like it. I know it's a little, there are creepy scenes. Dennis Hopper, thank you, baby. There are some creepy scenes that wouldn't be you know looked at today or pass MPAA standards today, but this was the fucking 90s, man. The 90s was a lawless wasteland. He brought down El Chapo. Damn, didn't know. Homie's badass. Um, but I really do think that, like, even on something like Waterworld, man, that would have been fascinating. That really would have been fascinating because all the stuff they did, all the practicality that they had in that movie was done in camera. Was a lot of it was done on set. They had giant tanks. You know what I mean? They had all the actors were swim prepped, which is a class that you have to take to act with. I don't know what the hell's getting clean, man, but all right. So they were like swim prep. There was actual jet skis. They were really blowing up gasoline bombs. It was really interesting, and what I have liked to have been on that. Yeah, dude. Yeah. As weird as that movie turned out, and as much as everybody says that the actors hated it, the actors hated working on it. I can't say that. I can't say that they did because I've heard, what I mean, through different iterations of people. Oh, there's all the dirt in the bench. Different iterations that Yes, some people did hate it. Yep, some people didn't. If you were just a camera guy, would your career have been hurt by working on it? No, 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 no. Ha, got it, got it. No, no, no. Um, when you do stuff like Waterworld as crew, in other words, you're just shooting it. Not a lot of pressure gets put on you. You don't really get looked at by like the guild and the unions and stuff like that, and they say, "Oh, well, you were a cameraman on, fucking fill in the blank. I don't know if you're a hey bitch. I don't know if you're trustworthy enough to work with." No, that's not how that works, man. Crew is crew, and that's kind of like one of the beautiful things about being crew, and not the you know what I mean, the creative end is that your crew, it doesn't matter. You're always going to have work. The only time that you get labeled bad with crew is that if you're treating your actors badly, or you're fucking up equipment, or you're fucking up with the director, you know. And 99 point, I'd say like I'm not gonna give it a percentage. I'd say a vast majority of the time, that just doesn't happen because you're crew. You're there to do a specific job, and you're always going to have work because people always need cameras. People always need grips. Um, People always need, all this stuff on set. You always need crew, so you're never really going to be in trouble or blackballed for just being crew on a film. You have to seriously fuck up uh, for companies not to consider you for a job. But I mean, I think it would have been really interesting, like knowing what I know about Waterworld, because I do like the movie. I really fucking do. I think it's one of the more interesting movies. Would someone like Spielberg have a favorite cameraman that he would request? So that is going to be your AD or your DOP. That is your director of photography or your assistant director. Those are the guys that are on. If you ever seen like a making of the movie, then you see the dude holding the camera, and then you see the guy next to him. That's the guy that's important. So the camera guy is crew. This guy that's sitting next to him in the seat with a monitor yelling stuff, this is going to be your DOP, your director of photography. This is going to be your assistant director, or this is going to be your second unit. And your second unit is a whole team that is cameraman, a director, a script person. And like for me, Saving Private Ryan, I would have loved to have been second unit. I would have loved to have been B unit, because I would get to do all the really weird and fun shots, like people getting blown up, or uh, all the bombs going off. Like that's second unit. That's all second unit stuff. But I mean, like DOPs and stuff like that, yeah, they get regular work, and yeah, directors of photography do get awards, and if somebody like Spielberg has a favorite, and some of them do. I know Edgar Wright does. I know Taika Waititi does. He has a very tight knit too crew, and so does Robert Rodriguez, of El Mariachi and Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Spy Kids. He has a very, very tight crew, and he has a favorite cameraman, DOP, AD, and second unit. So yeah, yeah, there are favorites in the film industry, and the thing is that, and the funny thing is that favorite or not, you still got to pay their dues. They still got to pay their union. You know what I mean? So I think it's funny that yeah, yeah, you can get a favorite DP. And sometimes they do, and sometimes that's like a detriment, and sometimes it's a wonderful thing. Like I think for Edgar Wright, his movies are a film class in and of themselves. Every time I watch an Edgar Wright movie, I learn something new about making movies and how a movie can be made, and like what shots can be used. Um, Edgar Wright did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End. He did Baby Driver. Guy has just a hell of a way of telling stories, and then using other elements from other directors too, because in Hot Fuzz, you see elements from like Sam Raimi. You also see elements from some Hitchcock elements in Hot Fuzz, and I do believe like a lot of Romero was in Shaun of the Dead, like a lot of Romero, and on top of all of that, some Savini actually was in Shaun of the Dead too, some Tom Savini, and I think that was really fucking interesting because he's using these two directors that both made Night of the Living Dead movies. In case you didn't know that, Tom Savini, otherwise known as Sex Machine from Dusk Till Dawn, he made in 1991 or 1990, I don't remember which year, either one. He made a remake of Night of the Living Dead, and he did it with his directing style and his level of gore. That was like really important because Savini's a big gore dude. And what I think is hilarious is that in Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright used a lot of elements from Romero by using personal attaches to tell the story. Like Philip, Sean's stepdad. He's telling him that I was always harsh on you because I wanted you to grow up and stuff like that, and be a better man than you were because you kind of were a fucking loser growing up as a kid. And that's all very Romero. Romero likes to use very deep stories in his horror films. And for the Savini aspect of it, whenever someone dies in Shaun of the Dead, it's not very nice. It's actually kind of fucking brutal. So, to the idea, the fun fact that he mixed, Edgar Wright did, Edgar Wright mixed these Tom Savini and George Romero aspects, I think is fucking fascinating. And not many people know or care. I'll say care. Not many people give a fuck because of nerds like me. But I do believe that it's super, super fucking interesting. And yeah, I don't. There's a few movies I wouldn't like. I don't think I could morally be a part of. But like for the most part, I don't think there's many I wouldn't be in, or there's not many I wouldn't work on, because art is art, man, and working on a movie is a lot of fun if you have a good crew, if you have a good working relationship with the people around you, and if you make the environment fun, then even a horror movie or a weirdly awkward killer movie can be a lot of fun for the crew and can be a lot of fun for the actors. You just got to know how to put that energy right, because too many times we see, nobody works with that director because they're kind of dickheads. Oh, nobody works with that actor or actress because they're dickheads. Yeah, and the thing is that, when you have one person on set ruining the entire experience, it is hard to get that energy back, man. It is really fucking hard to get that energy back. Because all your actors involved are going to feel a little cheated because, squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of aspect of things. You know what I mean? So, like, if somebody's being a fucking dickhead on set, and they're eating up the director's time, and they want to know about their lines, and why aren't they getting, this camera work, or why aren't they getting this angle, this specific angle that they requested? Why aren't they, you know what I mean? Like, if they're fucking up the shoot, it's really hard to put that energy back into the shoot, because even as a director or a DOP or anything like that, you're gonna be having to look around and be like, yes, I know, dude, we got to deal with this spoiled brat, but this is what we're doing today. You know what I mean? Got it, fucker. So yeah, a lot of things, can fuck up a production. But I do believe that Edgar Wright is one of the more ingenious directors we've had in quite a long fucking time. I mean, you can't tell me that this isn't kind of cathartic in itself, though. Like, just kind of clean. You know what I mean? Like, if it's nice weather, you got a cigarette going, nobody's bothering you, just out here with your fucking power washer and your headphones in. Yeah, that's a good fucking day. And you're making some money. Hell yeah, I'm down. Is it menial? Does it make me look like a stereotype? Maybe, but I'm getting paid. Will people come up to me and try to speak Spanish to me instantly? I mean, more than likely. Did you hear that the mayor's cat Ulysses is missing? The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. Yo, what's the cat doing in the hat? To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. Well, leave the cat alone, bro. Cats do that. They're assholes. I mean, come on, Mike, like, come on. Like, just imagine a nice day, a nice crisp, like, 72 degrees outside. You got your fucking your earphones in. You're listening to some goddamn CCR. You're just standing there on your deck, your neighbor's deck or something. They're paying you a couple $100 to just clean this bitch off like this. That's a good goddamn day. That's why you wear the boots, Mike. Atomic Athletic. Oh my god, I can only imagine. Sir, we need to get a culture. I am the culture. So what about what about The Godfather, man? What would you have been? What would you have been on The Godfather? Like, where would you have liked to have been positioned? If it wasn't so hot where I live, I'd do it. Baby, you can do it. Bootstrapping the athleticism. God damn it, Mike. I'm just trying to help, man. Making it difficult. Dead man just power washing. All of a sudden, CCR starts playing in the background. You know what I mean? Fucking. But I'm curious. Like, Lofus, that goes for you too, man. That is such a wonderful question from Mike, and I think I'm going to take that to the main show. Like, there really is CCR playing. If you guys could work on a movie, what movie would you guys have worked on, and what position would you have been? Because I'm curious, Mike. I'm curious to see what you say about Godfather, because Godfather is one of those movies that's like super complex. So I am curious, baby. You too, chime in. Because I mean, like, I've been second unit on several, pieces of film, and I've been second unit, and I wish I would like to be a waiter who got the coffee. Hey, you know what, man? That's a position. That is a position. Like that's a position. That is a runner. That is called a runner or a PA, depending on like how involved you are with the shoot. You would be a PA or you would be a runner. If you're working directly for exclusively for the director or for the company, that's a PA. And honestly, a lot of people get their start as a PA. I believe Neil Patrick Harris got his start as a PA. Oh, I'm sorry, not Neil Patrick Harris. Zach Braff from Scrubs got his start as a PA, I believe, and dude's making bank now. Oh my god. Can I go to the shop now? Let me see. Career mode. Oh, I can. Look at that. I only have $243. What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. Look at the... Wow. I'm gonna go back down here. So... I own this. And I... can't buy this? Why can't I buy this? Huh. Owned. Bye-bye. Like, I don't know. I can't buy that. Can't do none of that. Alright, so... let's do cleaning liquids, man. Some nozzles are for specific power washers. Oh. Oh. Shut up, Lofus. Love you. Fucking do that. Howdy. Customize my appearance? I can't even see myself, bro. Not like it matters, but still. Oh, oh. Played too much of this game now, baby. Hey, that's fine. So, let me see. What was that button to attach the liquid? Oh, that's not it. Select soap 3. Aha. God damn it. I'll get there. I'm learning. Do I have to buy it for this one too? Oh, that is some bullshit. You have to buy it for... Yeah, I kind of figured, baby. So... let's, go back to this. Go back to this. Go back to this. Alright. So, baby, come on. What movie would you have liked to have worked on and in what capacity? Because now I'm curious, because that is such a wonderful question. Because there are other ones that I would have fucking killed to have worked on. You know, like, I would have killed to have worked on, like, The Invisible Man with the original, what's his name? You know, transatlantic fucking accent. Uh, would have loved to have worked on Jaws. Like, that would have been impressive. Like, that would have been a feat from how bad everything fucking went. But, like, the experience would have been fucking wonderful. I'll say that much. Transatlantic X. I probably fucked it up. I'm also spraying bubbles. Mike, get turned on, Bubba. What is it? Oh. That fucking accent is sexy, bro. That transatlantic accent, hell yeah, dude. Some original Hepburn. V for Vendetta in some script role. No, you had to be on set, baby. So would you be a line producer in that case? Sure. A line producer, their job is to be on set with the actors and the directors, and it's kind of like on the fly script editing. Like in the moment, if something doesn't work, a line producer can make the call, talk to the director, and be like, "Hey, you know what? I know this is how it was written, but this isn't working. The actor isn't working. So we need to come together and change this so that it flows better on camera or in script." So yeah, that's a line producer. God, V for Vendetta, that's another really good one I would have loved to have been a part of. Oh, any of the Matrixes. I would have fucking killed to be anything on the Matrixes. Any of those movies. Like, oh. Just to hang out with Wachowskis and fucking Keanu Reeves and all them fucking Hugo Weaving. Goddamn. I'm not saying the dead man would have done some dirty things, but we all know the dead man would have done some dirty things to work on those pictures. Because I mean, like, all the stuff they did, right? All the in-camera shit that they did. Ah, man, it's just so fucking cool. Like the crashing of the hammer through the gates of the on the eastern wall of Zion. Like that shit was in camera. That was an actual scale model of the hammer, Captain Nairobi ship, that Adam Savage from MythBusters had built a 1/8 size of that ship and just crashed that bitch into the fucking into a real wall to get that effect. So, yeah, I mean, not only would I be working with somebody like Adam Savage, you know, but the Wachowskis, uh, Keanu, fucking Carrie Fisher, Hugo Weaving. I would have been working with Hugo Weaving. Oh, so would you have, baby, if you had done V for Vendetta? Although you would have been working on a... You would have been working on an Alan Moore script. So I don't know how much fun you would have had on that one. I don't know. Speaking of Alan Moore, that's another really good movie. That put like people like Zack Snyder on the fucking map was The Watchmen. I mean, Carrie Ann Moss. You are right. It is Carrie Ann Moss. I said Carrie Fisher. I'm a dumbass. Still, even if you had worked with Carrie Fisher, that would have been the shit, right? As long as you don't bring up a certain movie, she would have been cool. Click the button. What button, Bubba? And you fail. I am busy cleaning someone's property. I will fail myself first thing pre-show on Sunday. But I mean, like, yeah, probably the Matrix is. But I mean, should not Gray be working? He's kind of in the shower while he's doing this. He'll be on his way to work here in a minute. But yeah, man, the fucking Matrix. Oh god, any of those movies, I would have been so fucking. Oh, hold on.
And you fail.
He got it for me. Bing. I love that fucking dying. He's supposed to be in the shower. I get a little notification as like the host when somebody like logs on, and I got the notification. I was like, oh well, maybe he's gonna. And you failed. Nope. Okay. Anyways, V for Vendetta. Man, that's a choice fucking movie. Cause yeah, you would be working with Hugo Weaving, Natalie Portman, a lot of like really famous British actors, man. However, I would have loved to have been on Watchmen in some capacity. Stephen Fry, yeah, as the comedy host, yeah. John Hurt. John Hurt was the prime minister, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure John Hurt was the prime minister, the one that Stephen Fry gets made fun of. Yep, John Hurt. Oh, dude, yeah. So you would have been working with some like literal fucking Lord of the Rings royalty and some Doctor Who royalty, like all in the same fucking room. Imagine that. Spreading white, making it all clean. I mean, it's what brown people do. Oh man. Oh god, ah. I'm thinking about that now. I'm thinking like the cast from V for Vendetta and like how much fun I think you and I would have had like geeking out. Just like Jesus fucking Christ, it's John fucking Hurt. Oh god, Stephen Fry. Fucking say something funny, make fun of me. God damn it. Like I think that would have been such an interesting Hugo fucking Weaving though. Man, I would have spent all goddamn day just hanging out with him. I don't want to say I have a man crush on him, but I do have a like weirdly healthy respect for that man. He wasn't Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, so I mean, like seeing him in that kind of aspect wouldn't be too difficult, but I don't. Honestly, because he's one of the scariest sons of bitches this side of the fucking ocean, man. I mean, he was V, then he was Agent Smith, Smith, and, you know, I memes about Biden compared to V for Vendetta. Well, I have no idea what those memes are, because honestly, like politics, like I am not really involved. I'm involved to a certain extent in my personal life, but I don't involve myself in other people's politics. Is V for Vendetta? Oh my god, yes. Yes, Mikey. Mike, sit the fuck down. Watch V for Vendetta. It is going to be a bit of a slow burn with some really good action spurts to it, but holy balls, is it fucking worth it? Like, is it just worth it? It is one of those. It's written by Alan Moore, and in case you don't know who Alan Moore is one of the more I'd say like romanticized comic book writers of like the mid to late 80s, alongside Neil Gaiman, you know what I mean, and Stan Lee, except Alan Moore lost his goddamn mind, and yeah, so did I. But yeah, Moore kind of lost his fucking mind and tried to take down all his franchises with him, which was like The Watchmen, which was V for Vendetta, and a couple other ones like The Killing Joke that he did, a couple of Batman runs that he did, and he tried to take his whole career down. You know what I mean? Just so people would stop saying his fucking name. Unfortunately, like now, he's like one of those examples of like we definitely separate the artist from the work kind of people. You know what I mean? And which really is a shame, because I like for the most part liked most of his writing. There are some things that you're just like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. But like Moore was one of those like late like golden era like comic book people. And yeah, it is absolutely worth watching V for Vendetta. Really cool action scenes, really poignant political commentary. Natalie Portman with a shaved head. A lot of detective work, a lot of really cool back and forth between the characters, really heavy dialogue, man. Stylized kung fu action, just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant fucking movie. And I really do wish Alan Moore hadn't lost his goddamn mind and he would have liked it, because that would have been really cool. Considering like how much work everybody put into that movie, yeah, I mean, he could have at least tried to appreciate it, but no, he's a prick. Man, you guys are naming such good fucking movies. And I'm like drawing all my little weird art brain shit, and I'm like, dude, just pick cool movies, you know? Is it too soon to talk about the Elvis movie? It has it been 6 weeks? If it has not been 6 weeks, then it is too soon, Bubba. If it's been 6 weeks, yeah, we'll fucking talk about it. Because I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen bits and pieces of it. But I do want to talk about it, and I especially want to talk about it with DJ and oh, and Grave Robber, because I know that they're much bigger Elvis fans than I am. However, it's not like we have opinions that can't be, you know what I mean, agreed upon. From theater release, no, from theater release, from initial release, has it been 6 weeks? For the few, for the nests. That's an interesting way of asking that, Mike. That is neat, man. Howdy, Dirt Finder. That's insulting. I'm pretty sure that's racist. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy soiled like you wouldn't believe. Doc gave you details to a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the suburbs. Let's go to the old death place. I hope you don't get it. Oh my god. That is ominous as fuck. Okay. Anyways, what was this in? Oh, Fight Club. Fight Club would have been an interesting work. You're doing a bad thing by cleaning this playground. I know it's gonna attract fucking children. Ugh. Yeah, I think Fight Club would have been incredible to work on, considering the narrative. Like that is interesting as shit. Like just to see how Edward Norton and Brad Pitt would get into character. Like I think that would be really interesting to see. Not to mention Helena Bonham Carter kind of like giving it her all by not giving like anything at all to uh Marla. That would be so fucking interesting. And once again, I'd be happy working unit B unit. You know what I mean? I mean, Mike, we can always spray more white stuff, man. I told you that's what brown folk are for. We spray the white stuff when the white folk run out. See, look, even the fucking overhang agreed with that joke. And that one too. But I think you're right, Mikey. I think we're gonna go ahead and like the Ghostbusters. Oh my God, Ghostbusters, like the original Ghostbusters. Oh, dude, I'd have fucking killed to have been part of that production. I like they could hand me a button and be like, okay, like you push this button, a school bus full of innocent children and the nuns will explode, and in return you get to work as like second unit or B unit for the original Ghostbusters. You get to travel back in time before they could even finish. Just I don't care. That's horrible of me. Do it. See, overhang agrees again. As the spray gun in this game nuclear like Winston had? Um, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Fucking thing never runs out of power. I just imagine that. Hand you a fucking nuclear powered backpack, just has a hose attached to it. Alright, get to work. That is such a cool update. Oh. Oh. Power wash today. What'd you power wash, Mike? Had to step away, but yeah, Fight Club would have been another. Dude, just imagine having to like get in all of that. That would have been fucking amazing. Boards would ding when I clean. Well, Mike, at least you know it's documented in the game, and you're not just crazy. Like apparently this shit happens to other people so much so they put it in the video game. If Carmen ever doubts you, just just drag her over and be like, look, doing it for dead man too. Not just me. And then she believes you, and you fall to the floor and have hot, passionate sex with my voice in the background. Or she says, yeah, whatever, and walks away. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? It's Friday. I'm looking for a happy ending for everybody here, including Carmen. I mean, just imagine, just imagine having hot, passionate sex with my voice in the background. Hey, Lofus has done that. Ain't you, baby? All right, we're going to do this last support strut, and then we're going to call it a day, because it is getting late. Look at that. Still got so much. Look at that. Oh, God. Anyways, we still got so much to do on that fucking, was that zoned out? It's better if you did, baby. So that's going to be it for today, guys. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, you guys. She will flip, please. Oh man, I'll fucking do it. I'll do some. I'll do some deep bass remix to fucking what the hell is that song? Tonight the music screams so loud. I kinda wish we'd escape this crowd. uh, but with that said, though, I mean, I think this was a fun day. I'm glad you guys came and hung out with me. I'm glad we talked movies. And honestly, I'm gonna take that question, Mike. Thank you so much for that question. I'm gonna take that question to the main show and give it to the guys and see what they say, because I think that is such an interesting, because like Grave Robber, you know what I mean, he's more of a materialist guy. I'm creative type. Lofus is a writer and an editor. So I think like us being in different, and DJ's a sound engineer and a sound producer. So I think that all of us having all of these different backgrounds and going into like what we would do on a film is super, super interesting to me. So with all that said, though, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Amaze you again. I'm trying to remember the goddamn name of the song, Mike. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you guys joined me. So I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Have a good day. We'll see you on Sunday. Remember, 5:30 p.m. We love you all.